And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. And our pitcher in this game, Spencer Turnbull.
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
Tyro Estrada stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. The other way. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And that clips the inside corner.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Here's the Giants lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Got it by him for the K.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. Estrada leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 left for San Francisco. We go to the bottom of the first. And now Zach McKinstry. And the pitch. And fouled off. Line drive to short and caught. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, you know, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day in and day out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Orlando Arcia, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. On the ground to short. Slings it across, and that ends the inning. Failed to make any noise. We played an inning, no score. Top of the second, and now it's going to be J.D. Davis. And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off. And that's a little bit high. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though.
The 3-1. Line to left. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game, right?
Runner on the go. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Hit hard, base hit. Davis round second on his way to third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. And Jock is going to have himself a double. Here's the catcher, Blake Sable. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. In the air out to center. Vierland pulls it down. Both runners tagging. Perez relay to third. The batter will be Michael Conforto. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was.
Line drive, base hit. The run scores from third, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Brandon Crawford, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And there's a ball. Brandon Crawford, a player who has been a stalwart at shortstop for the San Francisco Giants. Helped them win World Series in 2012 and 2014. And he comes from a line of Giants fans. His parents, Mike and Lynn, they had Giant season tickets. They took Brandon to games all the time growing up. Next pitch is popped up. And he makes the catch. And that's the inning. But 2 runs. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the second. And now the DH, Kerry Carpenter. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Peterson makes the grab. And next to hit for Detroit, Matt Vierling. 2 for 7 in the series so far. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. On the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. In the air to left center. Peterson really on his horse for this one. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. 3 up. New inning getting started. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Turnbull back to work. That's hard hit on the line. McKinstry racing over to make the catch. And now it's Wilmer Flores. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Flores measures 6 feet 2 inches. Hitting third in the lineup. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Here's a 1-1. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And a foul ball. Oh, 2 now. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Giants go down quietly. They're up 2-0. And welcome back. Set for the bottom of the third. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. Dingler, in his rookie season, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Puts it away for the out. Ryan Kreidler getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
That's one of those swing now before the pitchers even let go of the baseball.
That's out to center field. Yastrzemski moving under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Stripling, 33 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. In the dirt, Sable collects, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here in Detroit, now it's J.D. Davis. And a pitch. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, these Giants doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Line drive. Makes the grab, one away.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Peterson in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one is hammered right field. That's back there. Gone!
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
One out, base is empty. Here's the speedy catcher, Blake Sable. First pitch, and he just misses. Bounce to the left side. Arcia. The throw to first, and there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Michael Conforto. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Set down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning, and now the right fielder, Zach McKinstry. The wind and the pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
These guys have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
And out number 1 on the grab.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
In the air, left field. Peterson drifts towards it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 1. In the air, left field. Peterson makes the grab. Down in order go the top. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Brandon Crawford. There's a strike. Brandon Crawford, a kid who grew up a Giants fan. His dad had season tickets at Candlestick Park, and then at, what was it initially, Pac-Bell Park.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
1-2 now. On the ground, out to short. And Crawford is set down. Tyro Estrada to the plate. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And he takes a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The pitch. Out to short. Arcia whips it to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Chase Young coming into the game now as the injury replacement. So here's Wade now.
Number 26.
In there for strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. And the slider just misses. High in the air, out to right. McKinstry settles under this one. And that is that. Giants down in order. But they lead it 3-0. And here is Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 1 so far. And he deals. That clips the corner.
Well, these Tigers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ground ball could be 2. Crawford over to second, and that's 2. So they've been helped. Welcome back. And now the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. That's in for a strike.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Kicks and deals. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called.
Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now it's J.D. Davis. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Davis goes 6 feet 3 inches, 220 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And there's 2 down. And now Jack Peterson, he's already homered in this game. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Flores off of first with 2 away. Left-hand hitter waits. Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Back at Comerica Park, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Dylan Dingler. Base hit center field. Stepping in, Jace Young came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. And a foul ball.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that one is lifted in the air. Peterson makes the grab. Here's the second baseman, Wenzel Perez. And that one fouled off. Perez, in his rookie season, 23 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Kicks and fires. That one pushed foul. And a base hit into right center field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And first offering is fouled off. Fly ball center field. Yastrzemski coming on. Makes the grab on the run. Out number 2.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Green in the box, lays off for ball 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
The 1-0. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Conforto fires it to the plate. The throw is late and a run scores.
Big RBI for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Orlando Arcia up now for the Tigers. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Perez on third. Green at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Right side. Diving, and he can't make the play. Save! And they trail by 1. To the plate, and he's out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. So 2 runs in the inning on 4 hits. We go to the top of the 7th. Now, Blake Sable. The wind of the pitch.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Michael Conforto will climb in. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen. Phil Maton. He has a great slider with tons of movement. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
There's a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Next one misses, and that's ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball to the right side. To second, there's one. Over to first, safe. Here's Brandon Crawford. And it's fouled away. Strike 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Estrada stands in now and watches strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So the Giants leave one, but they still lead at 3-2. New pitcher now, Scott Alexander.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter. And it goes just foul.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
The 0-1. Right side, hard hit. Sends it to Flores. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Conforto makes the play, and there's 2 down. Spencer Torkelson now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. This one lifted in the air, left field. Peterson drifts towards it. He's got it, and that is that. Back here at the ballpark, we're at the top of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Lamont Wade Jr. And that one wrapped foul.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Flores batting with 1 down, takes a strike. This one high in the air to left center. That's out number 2. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Swings through that one. 0-1. And a good eye there. The 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. So Luke Jackson gets the call. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. At the plate, Dylan Dingler.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
The pitch. And there's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Camilo Doval up and throwing for Gabe Kapler. Strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
And 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The tying run at the plate. And here's a slow roller. Now the throw to first on the run. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
The 0-1. Gets under it and pops it up. And there's 2 away.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now it's the second baseman, Wenzel Perez. In the air, out towards left center. makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Tigers are shut down. We go to the ninth. Now the third baseman, J.D. Davis. Maton back to work. Foul ball. Now the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. One up, one down. Here's Jack Peterson. He's already homered here in this one. That's off the mark, and that is ball one. They say you win. 1-1 now. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Blake Sable.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-2. Goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down for him there. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, due up. It's the Giants 3, Tigers 2. Camilo Doval on to try and close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Zach McKinstry. The pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side. Flores on to first. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Here's Riley Green. 1 for 3. Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses to first. Just 1 out remaining for the Tigers.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Arcia, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Right-handed reliever. And now 1-2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Throw to first. Ball game. And the Giants hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home, you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
For the Tigers, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game.